Okay, well, good morning, Lauren. What are we at?
We are getting on a train.
No, we can't get on that train. It's going too fast. We are in Joliet at the train station, going to the Joliet Railroad Museum. It actually looks really small. I don't anticipate a whole lot of cool stuff, but here we go. Okay. This is actually a really cool view. So I think this must have been the view that they had. So this is a very small museum, you guys. It is $5. But I love train museums. And biggest thing I've learned so far, and Lauren, you're gonna say your biggest thing in a moment, so think up. How?
Basically, the train so that makes sense.
Wait, are these like? Oh, this is all the switches. Gosh, you have to like know this like crazy. They don't work right. Like I.
No, you're fine.
The biggest thing I've learned from this is Joliet is a major hub portion for trains because they have a train track going. Directions are probably wrong, but like east and west and north and south because they have other trains over here. Here, I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna show y'all. But yeah, you can see all the train tracks. Oh, whoa. Yeah, you can see all the train tracks. There's some going that way. There's ones going that way. And there's a train right there. Okay. We're gonna keep enjoying. Okay, so other thing, there are 224 of these levers. Each color represents a different thing that we learned. Unique thing too is they're set up in a way where if someone were to come, these are not functioning right now, but like if someone were to come and try to like pull this one, the guy way down there cannot pull his. Safety is great. But there's 224 of them. Each person have their own little section to maintain. The red ones represented signals. The blue ones were like the lock levers. The white ones, which is a lot of them actually, are out of service. Yeah, makes sense. So all of these are out of service pretty much. Yellow is a movable point frog, which as much as I love trains, I actually had to Google what that was. I don't know what the difference between a movable point frog is and a switch because they seem the same, but yeah. What's your favorite thing you've learned in here, honey?
It was downstairs, but apparently, through like lots of pressure from, like the people in Joliet, like the people who lived here, they were like, hey, having all these railroad crossings it's super unsafe for the people who live here. So you either need to raise the tracks or lower the street so that they're not on the same plane, right? And so then the bigwigs of the railroad came together and made the decision that they were going to raise the tracks, which I get it, that's a big undertaking, but they decided they were going to raise the tracks, and in order to celebrate this monumental decision, they held a banquet for themselves.
Okay, so I think the coolest thing about this museum is the fact that you can just sit up here and watch trains. Because there's another train coming in right over here. But like, the coolest thing is you can just sit up here and watch trains. Because there's so many lines going in every which way. And it's also crazy because like, there's a little thing over here that talks about how each line is owned by a different company. There's like 4 or 5 different companies. So when they were building this, they all had to agree on everything. And yeah, if you like watching trains and also want to be in a warm building that is not freezing outside, this is a great place for you. There's another train. Oh, that's a car train. So those big things in the back there, they have cars in it. Well, they might not have them in them, but we got a big train coming through. I only learned that when I was working on trains.
What's going on?
Okay, so they get a lot of trains coming through here. Because they got that one on that line, which is BNSF. Amtrak is still sitting right there. I like this little museum. So Lauren, what'd you think of the museum?
That's neat.
Yeah. Okay, I really love trains. I lived on a train for a year. I love everything about trains. But it's a cute little museum. For $5, you cannot complain because it's a cute little museum. I think the best part about it is being able to just watch the trains go by, which is kind of cool. But yeah, we are walking over to the original train station thing, or I don't know if it's the original, but like the Union Station thing, which I don't know if it's actually open. But if you guys remember, oh yeah, it does not look like. Oh, is that a brewery?
I thought it would do restaurants or events for a little bit.
Well, yeah, because like those are like brewery things. But I'll let you guys know what we find. Okay, downside, you can't go into the Union Station. It is literally just events. But there is like a literal, can't really see it on the side here, but like, I mean, this looks like a restaurant, but like, that is not a brewery, but like, you can see like the little things where they can make their own like beer, which is kind of cool. Okay, so after we just got done with our little train thing, this is gonna be a short little clip that we're adding onto a video, because the unique thing with Joliet is they are home to the original Dairy Queen, which on this site, I can't read that whole thing. This building.
Site and in this building, erected circa 1895, the world's first Dairy Queen store opened on June 22nd, 1940.
And
Soft serve ice cream was unknown before its invention in Kankakee, Illinois in 1938 by John Fremont Grandpa Pope and his son Alex. They convinced friend and customer Sherwood to offer the product in his ice cream store in Kankakee. The new tree was extremely popular, and Noble and the McColes, is that how you pronounce their name?
I think
went
so.
on to open the first Dairy Queen store right here. Since that humble beginning in 1940, the Dairy Queen system has grown to more than 5,900 locations in the United States, Canada, and 17 additional countries around the world.
And yeah, so if you want to come to Joliet and
And it
see,
didn't last. No, just kidding.
and no, well, it didn't last. This is basically what is left of it. Oh, here's the original Dairy Queen sign. So not much going on this one. It's not much of a store anymore, but Dairy Queen is very fun, and it originated here in Joliet. Fun fact of the day.